Man, what's up, everyone? Let me update the stream title. Today we're gonna talk a little bit about protecting your brand, man, because that's the most important thing you can do. One of the most important things you can do in this business is protecting your brand. This is day 14. Damn. Hold on, let me edit the. We'll just keep it on 14 because I don't think I'll finish 14. All right, it's updated now. But yeah, man, I just had to get on here. Just remind, is one of the things missing? No. This keeps tripping. I don't know what's going on with this, but it keeps tripping. It's tripping again. Whatever image was right there is gone again. So I can try to find it. Or maybe I'll just use one of these other ones. I'll just use the backpack one for now. Yeah. But I just want to get on here a little bit today and just talk a little bit about protecting your brand. It's something I've been thinking a lot about these last couple of days. I mean, it's important. And that's one of the biggest reasons, if not the biggest reason, I've even been able to get to this point in this position. And it's something that a lot more people should talk about. But protecting your brand goes into a lot of different directions. I think I want to start off it by talking about your circle, who you have around you, who you keep around you. All these different things have so much different type of influence on you. And I'm not saying that if you have a friend or somebody that you're cool with and they're a bitch, I'm not saying that makes you a bitch too, but sometimes it does. So I mean, I have a couple friends, they're just friends and I've known them for a few years. But that doesn't mean that those guys don't make questionable decisions at times, because they do. So, I mean, you have to kind of level that out. I feel like, not we all, but I feel like a lot of us have friends that are friends and they might not mean any harm to us particularly, but there's still certain things they do on their own time that are stupid, if that makes sense. So, yeah, I do have a couple friends that are dumbasses. And you have to know how to kind of draw that line between them sometimes. I'm not saying cut them off. Certain things you should cut people off for. But just in general, we have friends that, they just do dumb shit. But it just depends on what type of dumb shit that is. So just be careful for that. Like, I have a couple friends, they're hoes. I'm not a hoe. They are. But there's just different levels to it. So look out for that. Look out who you keep in your circle. And another thing, because I've trusted a lot of people at one point that I don't trust anymore. And that's something important you have to think about too. How far do you want to take this? What type of network are you going to have? You need to have a strong network. You need to have people around you that if shit hits the fan or something crazy comes out, or like some sort of allegation or some sort of false rumor comes out, are they still going to have your back? Are they going to talk to you first, or are they going to go off the media first? And that's a very important thing. You have to know who's more media based and who's more realistic. Not everybody's going to talk to you. There are certain things that some people have came out and said, and it was utterly bullshit. My people know the truth. And the people, there's people and they have people. And so some of those people now believe some sort of false narrative when they don't even know me. So there's people that are just going to believe certain things from other people because that's their person. And there's a lot of politics. So you want to be careful about that too. This industry is full of politics. This business is full of politicking. So you got to watch yourself. Who's going to have your back when shit hits the fan? Who's going to hit your back when somebody switches up on you? Who's going to have your back whenever somebody is out spreading rumors, talking shit about you? And it's crazy too, because a lot of people have mutuals. This business, and then in the areas in your city, there's always mutuals. There's always going to be mutuals. Hold on, let me turn my noise gate back on. Sorry if you hear all this stuff in the background. got it on now. Yeah, there's always going to be mutuals. There's always going to be people that are going against you. And again, that's part of protecting your brand. You have to know how to draw the line between some of these people, and you have to know which people to cut off. Friends, family, foe. At the end of the day, all those groups of people can either like you to an extent or completely dislike you to an extent. So you have to keep your eye on that. Another thing, when it comes to business and networking and making these types of connections, you got to keep your eye on them. You got to keep your eye on them. There's a lot of things that I've seen, or I only saw them because I went out of my way to look into them. And why is my CPU so fucking hot? Jeez, what the hell is going on? Why is my CPU so high? I'm on here talking too much. Hold on, my shit's overheating. Hold on. Okay, let me see. Oh my god, it just jumped 20%. Why are my frames so fucking high? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's going on. But they're stable right now where it's at. So I'm just gonna leave it on this screen. So I apologize, but um, I don't know. Let me see. Is this like really running up my shit? It is. Wow. What if I minimize it? I don't know. I guess my shit's tripping. I guess my stuff just has a lot going on right now. But it looks somewhat fair. It's looking like it's staying between 20 and 30. I guess we can just run with it like this. Damn, which part were we talking about? Yeah, like your networks. You have to protect your networks, you know, like my mentor said. I'm go and pull it up right now. Actually, here, let's screen share. Let's go to Instagram. Hold on. Make sure it's saved. Oh, see, I almost opened up some metrics. And by the way, while we go ahead and screen share, by the way, we haven't really been dropping videos the way that we need to. We have, but the last couple days, I feel like I've been a little slacking a little bit. What was I about to go to? YouTube. All right, so check out YouTube. Nothing too major. I have a lot of tabs open too. That's probably not helping. Let me see where we're at. We have a couple videos we're dropping today too. The Nike promo and this hair, a hair video. So look out for that. But this is where we're sitting right now. I just dropped the video yesterday. A couple more days, so things are looking up. Things are looking pretty good. Everything's coming together. And the shorts, pretty fire. I like how the grid's sitting right now, so I've only added this, and then we have the same shorts. But what I was trying to show you was the only reason I really came to this today is to go to this post I did with my mentor. I just want to share this with you guys. I'm screen sharing, right? And my CPU's going through the roof, so let me hurry up and show you this. But this is something that means a lot, and I want to pass this from my mentor to me to you. And this is what he told me a long time ago, actually, in the beginning of my career. And this resonates a lot, and it resonates very deeply, even more in this season. He told me, and another thing, no longer concern yourself with others who do not take you seriously. You will lose focus. The road you are about to embark on is about to get lonely. Focus. It will pay off. Just know that I'm here. I no longer care who takes me seriously. I have my few select enigmas that I keep close. As far as the common humans, man, they can move around. As you grow in the industry, the more you'll understand what I'm saying. And for the love of God, protect your networks at all costs. Once you start growing and your name grows, you'll see why. And that's a very, 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 very important note to not only have just in general with this industry and this business, but that's a very, very smart note to have, especially as you're growing through it and you're going through it. I've learned a lot since then, and the way that I've been able to incorporate not only that, the way that I was living was already similar to that message, but obviously going and seeing that message after my mentor passed, and then just kind of applying it in real time to how I've been, the things that have been happening with me, and going through those different types of, I guess, just the journey. That's been very prominent. And again, don't know why my computer is acting like it can't handle a fucking live stream right now with my CPU going through the roof to 50. At this point, if this screen helps it go down, this is just gonna have to be what it is, because this is ridiculous. I don't even have anything else open except Safari. So I honestly don't know what to tell you, chat. Hopefully this video was smooth. Protect your networks. So again, make sure you have those people that are close to you that you know, both in business and in the real world, that have your back. Because sometimes those are two different things too. So I'll kind of speak a little bit on that. I know some guys that they got me when it comes to the business, but in real life they might be a liability. So I got a couple guys in the industry. Need some sort of business. I need some help with this. I need to get in touch with them or so and so. Da da da. We're on good terms. When we need to shoot something, we're on good terms. They got me. But in terms of being a brother and holding that same sort of effort and energy outside of the work and outside of the industry, something that can be two different things. That's something too to speak on. There's a difference between having guys that you're cool with in the industry and having guys that you're cool with outside of the industry. So if you can find guys that have your back both inside the business and outside of the business, you got to keep on to them in this industry, man, because I'm trying to tell you, it's really 50-50 sometimes. I got some guys in the real world that got my back no matter what, but when it comes to the business, they can't help me. And then I got some guys that I know are good for business, but if it came out to it, to like the real world, and there's still a barrier. There's still certain guys that I work with, I might trust with business and contracts and stuff, but I can't necessarily talk to them about things that are really going on, or I wouldn't necessarily say that I trust them outside of it. And I actually have multiple real life scenarios of this. So if you can find guys that have your back both ways, you're already winning. Most people are just one-sided. It's tricky. It's definitely tricky sometimes, but it's important. It's important. And the only reason I'm telling you it's important is because I've known too many guys that I thought that I could trust in this business, but I could not. And whether that means that they ended up betraying me or going to spread rumors, it's interesting to see how some of these guys act after they've worked with you. They love you, they love your work, they love all this stuff, but it almost feels like they're fetishizing you, because at a certain point, they're going to change their mind about you. At a certain point, they're going to go against you. At a certain point, you're not going to be able to trust them anymore because they're saying things behind your back. Oh, we should do this, we should do this, we should shoot, we should work together. And then a few months later, they're spreading rumors about you. And these are guys that I've sat with, and had conversations with, maybe not all to a certain level in depth, but they're guys in business. If I've worked with you, I've trusted you to an extent. But it's hard. It's hard to trust people in this business, man, because you never really know their intentions. And that was a major thing for me. That was a major thing for me to adjust to, is the fact that you think people have your back in this business. You think these guys that you've worked with and shot with and smiled with, you think they have your back? You know, you're posting their work, you're helping people, people are reaching out to you asking about them and about business because they know that you're credible. So it hurts when you see people switch up on you like that, that you're trying to look out for, you're trying to help defend them. And on the other side, they're spreading rumors. They're talking shit about you. They're trying to demean your character. They're trying to demoralize you. They're trying to take away from what you've done. They're trying to take away the work that you've put in. But they're the same person that reached out to you or reached out to your people to even get in contact with you, to work with you. You got to make up your mind. So just know it's not sweet. This business is not sweet. It's very tricky. It's a very tricky business. And that's why I say protecting your brand is so important. I have clients that I work with, multi-million-dollar clients, multi-billion-dollar clients. I have my face across brands. I have my face across ads, all over commercials, all over the internet. So it's not a good look when there's people or clients that you've worked with that go and spread rumors about you and spread negativity to try to demoralize your branding and your image when you've worked hard to build something, and they reached out to you because they want to work with you, and now you're having to deal and you're having to figure stuff out like, oh, they switched up, oh, they're talking shit about you, but we just worked together. I was just telling you I got your back. I was just telling you, stay grinding, keep working. I was just telling a couple clients that reached out to me saying that they put a deposit down, they paid, and you haven't even reached them. Now they're reaching out to me because I'm credible, and they're making me look bad. You're making me look bad because we did something together. We took some fire ass shots together, and they see my credibility, my background, my resume, my portfolio, whatever you want to call it, and they can question me because of your ignorant decisions. So keep these things in mind. I don't want people to have to go through all these different things that I had to go through. I'm trying to tell you up front. And some of the stuff you have to go through because that's the only way you learn. But again, I'm just trying to put you on game, give you some of my experience, my real world experiences. And these are things and these are stories that I've spoken out on at times and that I will definitely speak more out on here in the future. Definitely this summer. I'm about to get real personal this summer. I'm about to really show and really tell people what's really going on with some of these guys because it's not all what you think. The shit is not sweet. It's tough out here, man, working with these people. And the higher up you go, and the more professional you get, it'll make more sense. These guys that we worked with at the past and in the beginning of our careers, they're not all supposed to come with us later. And that was one of the biggest things that I had to learn because there was a lot of guys that I met in the beginning of my career that I thought were solid dudes, and that all the opportunities that I had coming and all the stuff I didn't even know I had coming, I wanted to put them on, but they fucked that up. But I'm happy that they did that because I wouldn't want not one of those guys that fucked me over or betrayed me to even be anywhere in my reach during this time at all. I don't want those guys around. I want them to see the progress, but that's it. That's it, bro. You fucked it up. I'm too professional now. have too many clients behind me now, man. Too many brands, too many deals. I can't compromise what I have going for anybody. And again, it shows a lot too with the type of consistency and effort you have to make to even show up every day and to get to this type of position. Like I have Timberland campaign out right now. I can't keep working with people that are disrespecting me. I mean, look at this. I have advertising it on the stream while I'm up, while I'm live. I want to show people in real time all the stuff that I have going right now, but this is the biggest one. I had to cut off a lot of people to get to this. I had to go through a lot of bullshit to get to this. I had to go through betrayal and different people, being ignorant and trying to demoralize my branding to get to this. Because the only reason I got to this was because of those things. And because I use it to motivate me to keep showing up. Even though there's nobody here, it's lonely. I didn't know one day I would have a campaign with Timberland. But I don't think that I would even have this if I still kept a lot of those guys around that were demoralizing me. So again, I'm just trying to be a blueprint. I'm just trying to be an example. I represent us. I represent the underrepresented. I represent the underrepresented. I represent anyone under. I represent anybody solo, anybody independent, anybody freelance, anybody that really gives a fuck enough to show up to do this every single day. I'm just trying to motivate and inspire other people to do it. That want to do it. I'm not trying to tell people to do this just to do it because it's. I wouldn't want. I would tell people straight up that are interested in this type of stuff. Like, don't. I wouldn't do it. But like my CPU just jumped up to 80 once I went to that. Holy fucking shit, dude. I'm not streaming long today. I just wanted to come on here and say this. It was something on my head. I need to start just streaming more spontaneously instead of just trying to like force myself to show up every day. Which it was cool at first, but I just been so busy and just been having so much stuff going on. Because sometimes the schedule works, but sometimes it doesn't. I'm gonna just be honest. Sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes I have to just go spontaneously. I'll probably drop the hair video tonight. I need to drop the hair video on the Nike promo today, and I'll probably just like uh because I need to drop a couple more videos. I just don't feel like doing it right now. Also, I have a couple drafts that I'll be dropping too. I pretty much have all the drafts out, but I'm about to do a trip for these over these next few days, so I'm not gonna be in the setup I really want. I'm still trying to show up, but it won't be as long. It'll be a little more inconvenient, but we still gotta show up. So since I won't be doing any gaming streams next week most likely, and yeah, take a little break from the game, focus more on this work, focus more on these videos. basically. Almost. I'm about to end this. I'm on the stream right now. Hey, we just got a new comment. This from one of my man. This is family man in LA. Shout out to Belize, man. Shout out to Belize. I met Miss Candy Cane Sativa. I met her in LA, man. She's Belizean. Real cool, man. Real cool. Showed a lot of love. Made me really comfortable. She showed some love on Instagram too, so I'm gonna reply to that. But yeah, I gotta go. I gotta catch this dinner real quick. Just wanted to get on today, man, and just share, share some voice, some thought, I'll probably get back on here though tonight. If not, I'll be around this week. Keep an eye out for the videos and the streams. And keep your head up. Keep doing your thing. Keep working. Don't forget to rest too, obviously. I'm not trying to just keep people to just keep pushing, just keep grinding. Keep grinding, but make sure you rest.